Alright folks, I'm on the new bike, test riding it, demoing it I guess you could say, and test riding it because if it's really nice I might actually try to strike a deal. So let's see, alright, initial impressions. Clutch feels much smoother and easier to pull in. I'm going to turn down the radio here. Alright, and I'm going to go like this, ready? You don't hear that, you don't hear it anymore. I'm sure you still have to wait, but neutral. Very easy to get into neutral. Very easy backing it out. Feels very light, very easy. Feels very balanced. You don't feel like you might tip it by accident. That's interesting. I just heard the shunk. Let me try that again. No shunk that time. All right, here we go. Had to bring my feet up farther than I thought. Interesting. The way I sit on the bike is going to be different, of course, because I have the road Zeppelin seat. I'm going to try to be gingerly with this thing since it's new. I don't want to beat on it. I'm going to go down. Yeah, I can feel a little snick in my finger when I let the clutch out. It does make a little bit of noise in the gear. It's quieter, but it's not as quiet as the other bike was the other day. Yeah, I'm noticing that when oh shit, my face mask isn't on. Oh well. Skin cancer! I'll pull over at some point and put it back on. Now that I'm riding into the sun with no face mask, I'll be riding back from the sun with a face mask. Dumbass. So right now the ride feels smooth. The acceleration was very smooth. I'm gearing down now. Very little shimmy and shake in the gear down. I'm going to kind of hard gear down a little bit here. Still not that bad. Still not that bad. It doesn't have, you know how like automatic, standard transmission cars when you gear down, or just when you're in the gears, it just feels like you're balancing on a diving board. The kind of bouncing is. Well, this bike doesn't have that. Why is this guy up my ass? The things you see when you don't have a gun. Anyway, I like the fact that I don't have to push the acknowledgement that I could die button every time I start the bike up, like my bike does. It just shows you the stuff, and so you're on your own. Kind of like that. I'm going to put this in neutral. Very easy to find neutral. All right, is the bike shaking? Look at the handlebars. Do you see the handlebars shaking at all? Very little shake. And the lope is a forward back lope instead of a side lope. You hear it? It's not really that loud because it's stock. No modification to the fuel and the pipes or anything like that. Now I just put it into first gear and I didn't hear a thing. I'm in second gear now. Much quieter, but still not like, it's not as bad as they used to be where stock made them sound almost like a Honda. Yeah, so when you roll on the throttle, you get a really good response. It feels very smooth. The suspension is Much different. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. I have no problem. Let's see, right now I'm at 2,600 RPMs, and I'm going to gun it. The bike starts to go faster. I mean, you can really feel it. That kind of surprised me at how much I could feel that. Gotta be careful. These people are going to try to come over. I can hear first gear a little bit in this when I get into first gear, but it's not the loud whine that I'm used to. It seems easier, the clutch seems easier on this bike than on mine, on the 14. You can still hear that loud clunk when you gear up by hitting the heel shifter, which is fine. And you can feel the snick in your finger too, now that you couldn't before. When I let the throttle off, watch, it's not as much of a do like my bike. It goes into lower gears more smoothly. And in first gear, it's less herky-jerky in first gear. Right now, I'm not herky-jerky at all. Look at this idiot. Get off your cell phone. I'm glad you're in front of me. But I did notice, you know, in first gear just then, it's not nearly as herky-jerky in first gear as my bike is, which is very nice. It's nice and smooth. Of course, this is an Ultra Limited, I think. No, it's not. This is just a regular Ultra. Awesome! It's exactly dollars to, what do they call it? Apples to apples, dollars to donuts. It's the same bike that I have, only 2017 new stuff, which kicks butt. So now I can get a really good comparison. I'll go around the bike when I stop later on. I can hear the whine better, but it's still not that bad. You know, paying attention for it. The other one, I can really hear it. This one, I don't really hear it that bad. This one's got a better screen than my Ultra. This is just your standard Ultra. All the other instrumentation is the same. Doesn't have a lock, which they don't anymore, because Americans said we don't want the lock. The Europeans wanted it. This is liquid cooled as far as I know. No, it's not. Oh my God, it's not liquid cooled. This is just like my bike. Just like my bike. Look at that. You go in there and you can stick your hand in there. That means it's not liquid cooled. Well, well, well. Oh, I went into neutral by accident. That happens. The smoothness of this bike is what really strikes me. I hope, yeah, all right, this guy's not turning here. I hope not anyway. It'd take forever to go. Still good, all right, a different guy. Yeah, all right, so here's my impression right now. I'm sitting here waiting for the light to change and very little shaking. It's very quiet. You can hear it. It's got a reassuring low kind of dumba 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 to it. It's not going to say potato anymore. Mine never really said potato that I could tell. I tried to find a potato in there. I could never find one. All right, I'm in second gear, chugging. Not chugging that bad though. Now I'm in first gear and there's no backlash, no shimmy shake. So this is the road I was riding on earlier to come get the bike, and I'll turn around at some point and go back. That way I can get a real good apples to apples comparison, ultra to ultra, 14 to 17 comparison. I can already tell I don't like this seat compared to my Road Zeppelin seat. This one I can already feel like if I did this for an hour, I wouldn't be happy. Once you get an air ride seat, man, you're spoiled. So I already told them, if I do trade, you ain't keeping my seat. I want the seat on this thing. I want to put the seat on this thing if I trade. It all depends on the offer, because I like this bike. This is a great bike. The only thing that's not so great about it is, it's, what do you call it? The color is not quite as interesting as the color of my bike. My bike, in the darkness, it looks black, and in the light, it looks kind of red or root beer colored. Wow, what a difference. Oh my God. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I'll tell you how it felt. When I just did that twisty, which you probably can't tell because of this camera, but I leaned the bike over pretty good. And it feels like it's leaning more in the lower end of the bike. It feels like, almost like the bottom is going to slide out on you, but it doesn't. It's confident. Wow, the first time you do it, you're like, dang, this bike got over easy. Whereas mine, it doesn't feel quite as confident, especially when you're in like one of those long kind of sweeper curves. I feel like I'm not maintaining a line, you know, it's kind of wiggly a little bit. This thing here, so far, awesomeness.